Hello, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Let's Get Into It. We are
Yes,
doing a special Beyonce episode, a
yes, this is
one-time
the
only.
Beyonce Renaissance edition of Let's Get Into It.
We had to do something because it's been a lot of stuff going on. It seemed like every day it's been something going on with this. So
Yes.
we had to come in here. How you doing tonight, Mace?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? See the beard all fluffed. You came,
You
you
know,
came
you
ready
know,
for
I have to
Beyonce.
prep
You
it
were
for
like,
the show. I got to get it ready. I just got to
yes.
boom that thing out.
Yes, and
So,
we got to tell the people, most of the people may probably be watching it on the replay because this
hey,
was
Robbie,
a pop-up.
it was a pop-up.
This was a pop-up. Hey,
Um,
Robin.
We were supposed to be here on Wednesday, but we ended up doing it today. So thank y'all for joining us. We have a lot to talk about. It's been a whole lot of foolishness since last
Right.
Friday when Beyonce released her album at midnight, and I stayed up for because I usually go to bed at like 11. I stayed
You
up.
stayed up for Beyonce. You was like, I'm staying
I
up.
was like,
For
and I was
Beyonce.
tired
For
too.
Beyonce, I'll be up.
I was tired too, but I was like, I gotta stay up because she might drop it at midnight. She didn't really say what time she was dropping it, so I was like, she probably gonna drop it at midnight. Sure enough, she drops it midnight on last Friday. It hasn't even been a week since the album has been out, and there's been so much drama.
The
Hey
mess.
y'all, I see y'all
The mess.
entering. Hey
People
Robin,
coming in. Hey Cheryl.
hey
Hey
Cheryl,
Ranton. Hey Just Simply.
hey Ranting, and hey Just Simply. Thank y'all for joining us. We are not gonna always agree, and a lot of people have different opinions on some of the topics that we're talking about tonight, but I welcome all opinions. So as long as we're being respectful and no beat slander.
Right. No, well, people they
I'm
gonna
just
slander.
kidding. You can talk about B if you want to, but make it make sense. So we're gonna talk about the album itself, the accolades. We're gonna do our top three, and then we're gonna get into Kelis and her,
We got wait, it's a lot. We gotta get to Kelis, Kaya,
about Kaya, Monica,
not even the politicians. The politicians was coming for Beyonce.
Fox News.
The,
Who else? Monica Lewinsky,
oh,
Kaya.
see, Monica, girl.
Disabled people was upset. A lot of people was up in arms about this album.
Yeah, and I don't even know because I did end up seeing the boy in the wheelchair, and I did say spaz. I did. He didn't react. I didn't call him. I just said spaz, and I was waiting for a reaction. And I'm like, oh yeah. And so I was acting like I was on my phone. I was like, yeah, he's a spaz.
I
was waiting for a reaction, and they gave me no reaction. So I guess. And then I heard that this was more prevalent in the UK. Like in the UK, if you say spaz is like they speak different than us.
But so this album wasn't made for y'all in the UK,
right?
So
this is what I'm saying. Like, there's a being that Beyonce is an international star.
She's an international star, but okay, this is how you know you're at the top because everybody was coming out the woodworks and had something to say.
I guess she said, "I stopped the world."
She does. She really does. She's on Fox News. Like y'all don't have nothing to talk about besides you don't like Beyonce album. You don't do this for no other artist. I don't think they do this for anybody else.
Monkeypox is running rampant and out in the streets, and they out here talking about Beyonce. I'm literally scared. Monkeypox is loose, and they talking about Beyonce. Come on, Fox.
So get it together. We just gonna get into it. First of all, let's talk about the album itself. It's very much ballroom, house, Afro beats, very eccentric. I'm open to all types of music, and I can see how maybe this style of music doesn't work for everyone. But for me, I loved it.
I really liked it because it brought me back to it's like ballroom. It's like it made me pretend I could do a death drop.
And it reminded me of the 80s. She had a lot of throwback type of beats in there, and it reminded me
right. 80s. I could have definitely see this soundtrack on something like a Pose. The soundtrack,
or maybe some upcoming movie or something, but it's definitely going to be used because
yes.
But you got to get it cleared. You got to go through the legal ramifications.
Right, we gotta make sure, does Beyonce own her shit? Does Beyonce own her shit?
Beyonce owns her own stuff. Absolutely, I'm sure she does.
All right, so we got to go to Beyonce for Beyonce stuff. So when you want Beyonce stuff, you got to go through to Beyonce. We don't have to go to no other parties, We're
gonna talk about Lizzo too, because I feel like people like to bully people, and they, I don't like how they bully artists into changing their artwork. Artwork isn't meant to be nice. Isn't meant to be politically correct. It's an expression. It's what they feel. So if you don't like the song, don't listen to it. Why you gotta make them change it? That's the thing that I don't like, and I don't like the fact that Beyonce changed and got rid of Spaz. Let's move forward to that part. So while we're at it, so in Beyonce's song, I think it's Energy. Was it Energy?
I believe it's Energy.
She used the word name Spaz. I didn't even hear it, when I first listened to the album, so I didn't hear Spaz, but I wasn't looking for Spaz. I didn't know Spaz was a bad word. Like, this is news to me.
I need to know who is sitting there, literally playing it, pressing pause, like every few seconds.
But that's
even reading the lyrics, like getting the lyric sheet and reading it down, like, oh my God, Spaz. Like, who's doing this? Who?
They use the F word as the name for loose cigarettes in the UK. Because things mean different things in different countries. Spaz might mean something in the UK, but it doesn't mean anything really that serious here in the United States. So I don't know what Spaz means over there, but it doesn't mean anything over here. And
the thing is, I understand that she's a worldwide celebrity and she's an international star, but she's American. Mm-hmm. She's an American. Maybe if she was from the UK and used Spaz, we could have a problem because they understand that culture and they understand their lingo. But we're from America. Like, so if we use Spaz, like Spaz.
But I think most of us in our daily vernacular do not say Spaz. We don't say Spaz. But we know what it means, but I don't think a lot of people was using it in their vocabulary.
Because it's a short version of a muscular disease called spasm nephrosis or something like that.
Nobody knew that.
Like
Ranty says she owns her own stuff. Parkwood Entertainment is her company, and she put it on this album. I know she owns her own stuff. So they make her take Spaz out because they were saying she was being ableist. Another word I didn't even know was a thing. Ableist, I guess someone who feels like they're superior because they don't have a disability.
When will it end? Like, what is it going? I need to know, when will it end that we can't say anything? You can't say
It'll never end. The society changed. In the 2000s, y'all got real sensitive, and we can't hardly say anything these days.
Yeah, because I was watching TGIF earlier with Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds, and Funky Dineva.
Yeah, I did.
Claudia Jordan did mention that, like about 10, 12 years ago, it was a movie out with Bruce Willis. I forgot the name of the movie. And how they were controlling. I do remember the movie. They controlled everything you said. You couldn't say nothing. The government basically controlled everything. And they would laugh at the movie like, impossible, that could never happen. I'm like, well, like she said, it's happening. And it is happening, but where will it stop? Where would you draw the line? If you close somebody and be like, oh, she's big. Oh my God, you're fat shaming. Oh, she's small. You're body shaming. Oh, her hair is kind of kinky. You're hair shaming. Like what is it like? I'm gonna take a day.
Really sensitive, and it's as a person who does blogging and commentating, I get people who get mad at what I say all the time. You just gotta get comfortable to what you feel, and then you just either you stand on it or you don't. And I felt like Beyonce should have stood on what she said in her song. I don't think it was bad, but
I wouldn't have been changed. They could have kissed my ass. I wouldn't have been changing.
I get it. She's a global star. She doesn't want the negative press. She wants the Grammy. Let's not act like she don't. She do want the Grammy, and I do think she's gonna get a Grammy for Best Dance Track Album of the Year. Do I think she's gonna get Album of the Year? I don't know, but I think it would be Album of the Year because it's been.
I believe she has a great potential of getting Album of the Year.
She could get Album of the Year at the Grammy. So I think she is at the top, and I think that's why a lot of people are poking holes in situations to see what they can bring negative to the to her album, because there has been so much negativity this past week.
It's just crazy, but I understand, like, you're not gonna like everything. Everything, like, because I like certain people, they can do a project that I don't like. You understand? But why?
What did they do?
I'm just saying, why is it so crazy? Like, they going in on Beyonce, and it's like, it's enough.
But she's relevant. That shows how relevant you are. You're on the news.
Well, one good thing is no such thing as negative press, because any type of press is bringing attention to her. Is bringing attention to her album. So somebody is definitely listening to the album, trying to hear where she said spaz at.
Or what she stole, supposedly stole something from. But before we get to that, I want to hear everybody's top 3 songs. Like, have you listened to the whole album, Mace?
I did listen to the whole album. My top 3, I wrote down. I definitely love Church Girl. Let me know in the chat what y'all top 3 favorite songs on the album is. I like Cozy and Cuff It.
Okay.
I like that the Church Girl one. Cozy. I think Cozy is I like the song, and it's very iconic because you have Miss T.S. Madison featured on the show, and that is like phenomenal for her to get, like, big shout out to T.S. Madison.
And I felt like T.S. Madison's part in it fit. If it made the song better, I feel like.
Did you hear how it happened? She said that, a couple of months ago, way back, someone, reached out to her to do that and to say, but she had signed contracts and stuff. She didn't know who it was for. She just recently found out, I think a week or 2 before the album dropped, that it was for Beyonce.
She didn't even know what it was.
Like, they told her to do these drops or whatever like this. This is for, an artist, blah, 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 is secret. We're not, whatever. So she did the drops. She got paid. You know what I'm saying? She got paid. And a week or 2 before the album dropped, they let her know you're going to be on Beyonce's album.
Well, that's good. That's good. That's really good. And you know who was hating? Your girl Kaya. My girl too. I love Kaya.
Yeah, we love you, Kaya, but you're going to have to leave. Back up off the queen. Back up, queen. Back up off the queen.
She said, okay, so we're jumping around, but Kaya said a lot of stuff about Beyonce. I posted it either today or yesterday. I can't remember.
I know she did call. She said she was a devil worshiper. So, I had to bring all my candles down. She said she's a devil worshiper. So I had to bring all my candles. Like, Kaya, And I had to get my Florida water. Like, I had to get, I had to get my
Is that a bottle of rum?
My dama to protect me. You know what I'm saying? Like. So I had to be like I had to come down to this interview, to the thing like this. She's calling her a devil worshiper. I can't believe Kai would call her a devil worshiper.
Cozy, Church Girl, Plastic on the Sofa. Those are good choices.
Yeah.
I want to know mine. I think Church Girl is just about everybody's favorite. It's one of mine too. So I like Church Girl, Summer Renaissance, and America Has a Problem. Because
that's another good one. America Has a Problem. I like that one.
They make you want to dance. They make you want to get on that floor and just have a good time.
And another thing about the album, that you can run it straight through. You could just hit play, and it's like I had to look and find out which name of the song, where did it separate at, because it just flowed and flowed and flowed and flowed and flowed and kept going. So I didn't know when the song started or ended.
Because in this album there was a lot of different beats and rhythms in the same song, so it'll start.
Yeah, but it was very cohesive as well, because it just flowed right through.
And I thought it flowed very well. It made me dance. I was up till like 2 a.m. I was like, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work.
Shady was up there busting a 2-step. Like,
I was in my apartment dancing till like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I was like, I gotta go to work. The next day I was horrible. The next day I was just like, get out my face.
Right. I was like, you was down to the thing with attitudes with everybody, because you was up dancing, listening to Beyonce.
But people was calling me at work. They was like, did you listen to it? I know you know what's going on. And I was like, well, yeah, I know a few things. Like, one of my coworkers, she called me about Beyonce. I was like, do you need help with something? She's like, no, did you listen to the album?
Like, this is not business. This is Beyonce.
This is not business at all. So I think it was a great effort. Do I think it's Beyonce's absolute best work? I think it's up there, but I don't know if it's the best word. I was looking for like a B-Day Part 2. But Dangerously in Love is her most, where she sold the most albums.
But I like B-Day. I like B-Day. I think
I like B-Day. But I still like this. It's a very different type of sound. And I think a lot of people are going to be using a lot more house in the future. It's like she's bringing house back. So.
Yeah, but the whole thing is Beyonce knows how to change with the times. That's why she always stays relevant. She keeps it moving and she sets the trend. Like she doesn't only follow the trend, she sets trends. And she's always evolving in the music. And you have to do that sometimes, but to keep up. And that's why these past, years, decades, she's kept up.
Mm-hmm. She's always changing her style, always doing something different. I'm just glad it's not another like Formation album, which Formation was okay, but it was like real deep and, like real hurt. I'm tired of all the sad songs. We needed something like to get everybody up.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like she said in her song, like she's smart. Like she knows how to go with the time. She knows how to give the people what they need when they need it. Because when she did the Formation album, people needed that militant. They needed that, the Black Power. You know what I'm saying? So now you're coming into like you're getting over the Coviana and everything. So you want to be happy. You want to dance. You know what I'm saying? The monkey stuff is coming. So you like, ooh, this let me not think about that. Just put Renaissance on. I don't want to think about that. So
exactly. Nobody wants to think about that. So moving to the next thing, we got to talk about this farmer who was somewhere on her farm. And then, she found out that she was sampled on Beyonce's album. She created a whole fuss on Twitter, like somebody stole something from you when you don't have ownership in the first place. But she made it seem like, oh, she stole from me. She didn't let me know. She didn't call me. I'm upset. And as Black women, we shouldn't do that. And then she says stuff about Pharrell, which the Pharrell stuff, I believe, is totally true. But that's who your beef is with, Pharrell. But
it seemed like she was waiting. She was waiting in the wing for Beyonce to make one wrong step because she called her stupid. She called her a lot of names. I think that was very unwarranted. Like, why are you calling me names? Like, why are you calling her names? She said she was on one of her fan pages. And then one of the fans was like, oh, Kelis collaboration with Beyonce, such and such. And she was like, what? I didn't, her voice. I didn't collaborate with any Beyonce. What are you talking about? Like, her voice. Yeah. And so she said,
I like her voice though. I do like her voice.
She's on the featuring Kelis or whatever. Like, girl.
She gave you credit. So how did she steal from you? She gave you credit. You don't make any money when you don't own anything. I don't know why you signed your life away.
And she didn't have to put down your name. She didn't have to. She gave you, that was her reaching out to you. When she added your name and said featuring Kelis, when you only gave a la 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 la.
And like, even that part that they took from Milkshake, it does not sound the same way on Energy because they flipped the beat.
They said they played it backwards.
They played it backwards and it sounds different backwards. I wouldn't have known it was a Milkshake sample until she said something and gave you the credit. Nobody would have known that. She could have slipped that in there if she wanted to, but she gave you credit.
Yeah, and like she was gracious enough to even reach out and add you and say featuring. Like, because she should have took a page out of her husband's book. Because at the end, she should have told her, yeah, I sampled your voice. You was using it wrong. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. Because that would have been iconic. Because her husband told it to Nas. And if she tells us that to Nas' ex-wife, I think I'm going to inbox her. But she needs to add that to the end of the song.
Kelis, if Beyonce really stole from you, you should be thankful that B stole from you. Just like Robin S. I think her name was Robin S. The lady from who was
for Show Me Love. She took the yeah.
She was very gracious, even though she don't have any ownership either. She wasn't getting paid for that.
Yeah, but she took it the right route because she was just excited. She's like, I can't believe Beyonce, using my song. I can't believe she even listened to my music, or whatever. And maybe one day we could work. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she took it. But Kelis, I think Kelis is just bitter on her farm.
But my thing with Kelis is, I'm not saying Kelis doesn't have a point or she doesn't have a right to be mad. I would be mad too if I was simple and I'm not getting paid. But at the same time, you signed that paperwork away. You signed your life away to Pharrell. It would have been nice if Pharrell gave you some money, but that's your relationship with him. I don't own that. You need to do your true life story and tell what happened with you and Pharrell. Because
I think it was misdirected anger.
It was misdirected.
She should have been angry at Pharrell and the Neptunes. But more angry, like, because she probably got signed early 2000s. She's a girl from Harlem. The little bit of money, you're not really paying attention maybe to what you're signing. You just know you're about to be famous, you're about to make some money or whatever. And signed to life with it, because I believe they did do the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, but I think they did the same thing with Teyana Taylor.
Yeah, Teyana Taylor went through some stuff with her label, and they weren't promoting her.
But she was signed to the Neptunes. That was the first. That was when she was actually signed to the Neptunes as well. But I don't recall any projects.
And this was with Kanye, remember?
Yeah, but that was after. But when she first came out, and when Teyana Taylor came out when she was about 15, 16, I know her mother actually. Her mother husband is friends with my husband, and when she came out, when she did the My Super Sweet 16 or whatever like that, and on MTV, she was signed to the Neptunes then. She was signed to the Neptunes at that time. And that's when her mother was excited. Like, she got a big record deal. She about to, be famous, this, that, and the third, and it just didn't work out like that with them. So maybe it's a pattern
with Pharrell. Maybe it is a pattern, but Pharrell not the only one who does stuff like that. Diddy is another perpetrator. Someone who steals and just uses all their artists and just make as much money as they possibly can off the artists.
Did we went black for a minute?
You froze for a second.
Yeah, so I think she should work that out with the Neptunes. Try to get, because she said Pharrell has writing credits on her album and he wasn't there. He didn't write anything.
Then you need to take that nigga. Take him to court.
You had it right the first time. Take that nigga to court.
Take him to court. We're not gonna use those type of words. It's the wine, because I'm sipping on wine tonight. I'm blaming all substances.
Yeah, she said he has writing credits on her songs, and he was not there. He didn't write.
He probably didn't. He probably didn't write nothing on Milkshake. But how did he get to own it? You signed your life away. Right.
So you need to be angry with that, and maybe you could get together. Yeah, get together with a group of people who've been signed, who this has happened to, and you could have made a great leeway for that instead of calling Beyonce dumb and saying that she stole.
Yeah, she took it a little bit far with calling her stupid, because the real stupid person in this whole situation is you, because she did legally what she was supposed to do. You're running your mouth because you can't sue her. You can't really.
And I already don't like. I got beef with Kelis anyway. Ever since she married Nas. And especially in that green dress, you know how I feel about Nas. Like,
she said she was getting punched and choked up when she was allegedly.
Well, I'm not going to say she's a liar, because you never know. Like, you just never know. I don't want to believe that. And from his personality, from what I know of his personality, I never seen him wild out like that. But you don't know people.
I'm here about to refill my wine. I'm here though.
You don't know people, but it probably was a volatile relationship. You probably both was, because she seems like she could get a little hostile too. So it could have been like a back and forth with both of them. But she got up there and tried to act like he's a whole abuser. And then she's going to have the nerve to say, oh, Nas has never been the same since we broke up. Like, right, he hasn't been the same. He's been richer. Like, girl, bye. He's been better. You see, he ain't age. He out here looking like a vampire.
This is my thing with Kelis. Let me get back on the screen. I just had to refill my wine. This is the most press Kelis has ever gotten in her life. Let's be clear. Kelis has never been in the news this much. She's loving it. She might release an album, because you have never. And this is another thing. The clout chasing off of Beyonce is ridiculous. Y'all really hanging on the straps of her dress at the end. Like, y'all clinging to her. Y'all getting fame off of her. Like, when I Google Beyonce Renaissance, Kelis picture pops up. Why is that? That's why Beyonce removed your sample from Energy and just removed the credits entirely, removed Pharrell's credits, So Pharrell lost money, and I know they want to kill your butt.
Right. Because if I was Pharrell, I'll be very upset. Like, girl, you signed
Beyonce money hit different. I'm sure that Beyonce money hit different.
Right.
Especially when she go on tour. And
then to have credits on such an iconic album. That's
a good, that you could have put that on your resume, you know. But
right, and we know that you Pharrell, but to have these credits on these, that's another accomplishment. And for Kelis to just run her mouth and have it all snatched away from you.
Ray mad. She said that Kelis did not lie about Nas beating her up.
Well, I don't know. I didn't say that she lied. I just said I said I just don't see that, and I'm not saying that she didn't get beat up. I didn't say that she didn't get beat up. I didn't say he didn't do it, because you never know who beat somebody. You know who looks like an abuser, who really walks around and say, I'm slapping bitches. You understand what I'm saying? They're not walking around really saying it. But from like, Kelis is a little hot temper too, and back then you're both young.
They were fighting each other, kind of like
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're both young, because I know I done scrapped it up with my husband. We done get it. We done got it. Got it popping, because like I said, and you're not gonna even come in. I'm gonna hit you first. You're not gonna even step in my face. You're not gonna even talk crazy to me. You talk crazy to me, I'm hitting you. So that's been like, I've hit you.
No toxic behavior over here either. We're not gonna promote.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm straight up out the hood. That's me. I'm saying that's just how I am. I said, but when you're young and you're in those relationships, you have money, alcohol, who knows what else is involved. You both could be volatile. You're gonna get to fighting. But for her to act like, damn, he was just beating you, whatever like that. But like I said, who knows? I just said, I don't think that he was just beating on her. I think it was a mutual hand-to-hand combat. That's what I think.
It was more to combat.
It was a mutual hand-to-hand, because Kelis ain't no punk. You understand what I'm saying?
Kelis ain't no punk. She knows Beyonce personally. They do know each other. It's not like they don't know each other. And I think that's why she might have been like, you could have called me, but she's above it. I mean, I hate to say it, but she don't have to call you.
But I think a lot of people personally, but are you calling them for things like, she probably know her, but they're not having tea together.
I don't think she got her number. I mean,
I'm saying, we're not drinking and having tea together. You're not coming over to visit the kids or whatever. Like, I'm not going to your farm. Like, ooh, what you got planted? No.
But somebody brought up a great point about Beyonce dropping the sample. It kind of helps Kelis in a way, because Kelis did not want Pharrell to make money off of her anymore. So that was a way of, some people are saying that was Beyonce's way of siding with Kelis silently and just saying, we're just going to remove it. So Pharrell don't get no credits. Nobody gets credits. We're just going to take it off. And other people are feeling like, well, I'm sick of you in the press talking negatively about me and my album. So I'm just going to get rid of you. So
let me tell you what Beyonce did. Beyonce heard what was going on. She's floating through her house, eating honeycombs and stuff like that. And this is just all in my head. This is what I think. And then she heard about it. She was like, "What? Kelis? Is she still on that farm? Oh my God! I stricken Kelis from everything Renaissance. I want her name stricken. She stood up there." Stricken. She stood up there like Ramsey in the Ten Commandments. I want his name, when he's stricken Moses' name from I want his name stricken from every tab. That's what she took, the Ramsey approach. And Kelis tried to part the seas, but she stricken her from everything. And then she could have pulled the Shawnee. She could have leaned in and was like, thank you.
But I've never really heard
services are no longer needed.
Changing their album because people are mad. You know what I mean? But they did it with Lizzo a little while ago, because she said spaz, and y'all got her to change her song. Is this gonna be the new wave of we're back? Because I don't like this whole culture of we're just gonna cancel you because you said this word and we don't like this word and we're offended by this word. I mean, I feel like you should take the art for what it is. There's a lot of suggestive words in this song, but that doesn't make it a bad song, and it doesn't make it offensive.
But the whole thing, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. I don't understand what's the big trouble with people. Like, I've never been there. I don't understand people that get so involved. Like, they get so involved in such and such. Like, oh my God, she said spaz, and oh my God, she said fat. Oh my God, she said skinny. Oh my God, like she said retarded. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're retarded, you're retarded. You get a check. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a sister. She's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I'm gonna do? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what other word I'm supposed to come? Like, it's too much coddling and it's too much lying to people. Like, 'cause people are being like, we got the weirdest looking people getting famous. Like the guy Shamar, he bent up looking like a crushed water bottle. He out here looking like a crushed water bottle, and people are just eating it up. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? How many followers he got on Instagram? How many things? People are just liking everything he do. Oh my gosh, Shamar made a song and stuff like that.
Who was it that had to reprint albums? I can't remember. Who was it that reprinted albums? Was it Nicki Minaj?
She could have. Did she do the Seeing Green again?
Mm-hmm.
But the way that society's going, like, everybody just feeling sorry for everybody. Like, toughen up.
I think what Kaya needs is
like, I don't understand. Like,
her.
What about people who grew up in a decade? Like, because when I grew up, fat, they called you fat, and it was okay because you were fat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
people are way too sensitive these days.
Yeah, like, I don't understand. Like, they called you skinny because you're skinny. Oh my God, you're body shaming. Like, this thing is like, it's so ridiculous. Like, we can't laugh no more. You can't make a joke. You can't say anything. Like, it's getting out of control. Like, it really is.
Someone also brought up, I think it was Ranting, who said something about Drake's album. He recently did something that's similar. I guess they're trying to bring house or dance music back. And understandably so, because we're in a pandemic. Or we were supposed to be close to the end of one pandemic, about to go into another one. But that's a whole nother topic. But they're trying to get people happy again.
I'm not happy about none of this
music. So Drake's album wasn't perceived in a positive light. Part of me thinks it's because he's a male and he's a straight male that this album didn't go the way he thought it was going to go, because his fans was listening to it like, is this, this isn't Drake.
Right, but Drake got overconfident. He got very confident to where
he thought he could release an album and not announce it like Beyonce does, and not everybody can do that.
No, but he thought he can do anything. Like, some people, like, I can do anything. Like, they get overly confident because, like, Drake, people are probably not going to accept or understand a house album from you, Drake. You understand what I'm saying? You have to ease people into the situation. Like, Beyonce is forever changing. She's forever, moving a different thing. So they accept it more from Beyonce, this house music or whatever, because she keeps changing. Like, every album is different. It's different. It's different. But you, Drake, actually, I've been watching Drake all week. I've been watching Degrassi. I love that show. And Jimmy, because, Jim, he was my boy on Degrassi, Jimmy. But because I've been watching Degrassi with my daughter, and she's like shocked because I told her, like, this is what I grew up on. They showed everything. They didn't care. It was teenage pregnancy, rape, all types of stuff on there, murder, shootings. But I think Drake, we didn't accept it from Drake because he was Drake.
Right.
We don't want Drake sitting there looking like he about to do one of these. Follow me. But
and it wasn't his style. It wasn't his style.
Yeah, it wasn't his style, and it was weird seeing him do it.
Right. So we are going to go on a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk about Monica Lewinsky, Stain Girl. So we're going to talk about her in a minute. Y'all get y'all glass. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And then we're going to get into Monica Lewinsky, but after this commercial break.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.
So y'all, if y'all follow me on Instagram,
Hey Nola.
Hey Nola, I have been kind of on a Beyonce subject. I've been on the subject since last Friday, and I haven't alleviated from that subject at all. This whole week, every post has been about Renaissance or Beyonce or the album. So Nola said that she wants to do an intervention with me because I guess I'm posting too much Beyonce. But I mean, that's the only thing in the news right now. I don't know, besides the the stuff that I don't want to talk about. But that's the only thing that's been relevant in the news lately. So she said she's gonna do an intervention like y'all did with Heavenly. So
no, actually, it's been a lot going on. Like this week, it's been a lot going on this week.
But I won't. Maybe when we bring people on, because we're gonna bring people on in a minute. I need help. Yeah, probably. It's been crazy.
At least you admit it.
Yeah, I mean, you know what?
The first step is acknowledging. That's the first step in the intervention. You have to acknowledge, when you go to the rehab, the 10 step, the first step is to acknowledge that this is happening, that this is real. This is who you are.
You saying I'm obsessed? Is that what you're
saying?
You
could be. You could be.
Maybe so. I mean, it's not my fault that this stuff is funny.
It is funny that they're doing all this because Monica's semen sample.
Yeah, let's talk about semen sample. Let me save the cum stain.
That is Monica's semen sample Lewinsky.
Semen sample girl. She was recently in the news because once again, everybody wants to clout chase off of Beyonce, off of this album. And she wants to come out and say, basically, she did an interview with, I think it was Variety magazine, stating that she did not approve of Beyonce using her name in the 2013 hit Partition. Partition came out in 2013, which was 9 years ago. And she's saying that she wants, while we're at it, basically,
why you deleting shit?
Remove my song. Remove me from your album. I'm gonna let you take it from here before I go in.
I think Monica needs to go have a seat. Like, Monica, you coming up here 10 years too late. Like, cut it out, Monica. And Funky Dot even said it best. You was down there with that woman husband. That woman husband, they want to erase you. If we can't erase you, Beyonce is not erasing the lyric. That's it. He Monica Lewinsky on her blouse. And
my thing is, I remember when that song came out and she tweeted about it. Monica Lewinsky tweeted about it and she said, "Wouldn't it be Bill Clinton on my gown instead of Monica Lewinsky?" Like, she thought it was. She made a joke out of it at the time.
Yeah, because she was with it.
She made a joke out of it. Wouldn't it be Bill Clinton my gown instead of Monica Lewinsky? And I remember it being on the news and everybody was laughing about, for a brief second because, you're Monica Lewinsky. You're always going to have that scarlet letter on you, no matter what you do. And I thought that she changed her name. Didn't she change her name to something else?
I thought she changed her name and she went into hiding and she's started a new life.
Like, I thought you changed your name to something else to be a regular person. But that regular person life is boring, isn't it? So you have.
If Monica ain't gonna get out here and give me a blow by blow details of how she gave Bill Clinton head.
Blow by blow. I mean, I
want to know everything. I want to know the details. I want to know everything. I want to know how you walked into the office. Did you drop down to your knees? Did you lay on the couch? Did you sit on the desk? Did he stand on the desk? I want to know everything. And if she's not telling that, shut up.
Y'all, it was a lot of funny posts. It wasn't all like just Beyonce. And I don't always post Beyonce. It's just this week it's been like that. Monica has been mentioned in 4 Eminem songs, Girl Out of My Face with This. She's also been featured in 40 songs. 40, not 4.
Do you think they're coming out at Beyonce because 40. She's pretty?
Can you repeat that?
You think they're coming at Beyonce because she's pretty?
I think because she's black, she's a woman, and because she's at the top. They don't do this to Taylor Swift. They don't do this to Britney. They don't do this to J-Lo. they do this. Well, J-Lo shouldn't even be considered in this conversation, but they don't do it to Madonna. They don't do it to Lady Gaga. But because I feel like personally, because she's a black woman and she's at the top, people are gonna nitpick and try to pull her down as much as they can.
Yeah, because Beyonce get it. She's getting it from everybody. Like, it's either you love her.
She saved that dress. She saved it. I don't know.
Right, you dress saving hoe. Like, you done folded that dress up. Like,
that? Why would you? It probably stank. It got bacteria on it.
No, but she folded up and put it in a Ziploc bag. Make sure that semen stayed fresh. Like, because when you get the Q-tip to swab,
you did that and you confirmed it with the
when you did the Q-tip
dress, and you did. Number one, you didn't take that dress home and put it in the dirty clothes and take it to the laundromat.
No, because she already had an ulterior motive and a plan. See, that's what hoes do. She already had a plan. Like, you was a educated hoe. You was a white, like, you. That's what you was gonna claw your way up to the top. Like,
thought he was gonna leave Hillary, and I thought that too. I thought he was gonna leave Hillary
because Hillary probably don't want him. They probably was a marriage of business. Like, you can tell she up with her pantsuits. Like, Hillary is not into Bill.
Yeah, she don't stunt nothing. Hillary don't. Hillary
is definitely not into Bill. And Bill down there playing saxophones and stuff like that. Bill needed somebody else. Bill did because I was in the
Bill wanted some action.
Right, because if I'm not going to even hold you at 1990 when Bill was in office, when Bill was like a cool cat
in the late 90s.
Yeah, so he was a cool cat because if I was down to the White House, Hillary move over. It's a new first lady.
I think that's where the scandal came from. I think this is like the building block for scandal.
Because I would have had my wigs all down to the Oval.
She was down there in the Oval too while he was probably signing documents.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because I would have been down there with her too. Like I'm right down there with Bill. Hillary, please, Bill don't want you.
Renty says no one would have known about Monica and Bill if she would have kept her big mouth shut. Absolutely.
He didn't want to. That was the point.
You talked about it and then you saved the dress. And now you're, you want people to forget that you did it.
She wanted all that's happening, all that happened to her, she wanted it. Once she saved that dress, once you folded the dress up, staying inside, so it won't get tampered with, and put a Ziploc bag on it. This is the attention that you wanted. You wanted just in case you needed your backup. That's what hoes do. You needed your backup plan because just in case he want to stick around with pantsuit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm down to the, giving him all I got, and he down there with pantsuit. He ain't not leaving pantsuit. That's a business arrangement. This looks good on paper. He's the president. You know what I'm saying? He needs pantsuit on his arm. So therefore, he wasn't leaving pantsuit
in his bedroom, not a pantsuit.
You made sure that you had that dress for backup. Like this really happened. Because nobody's not gonna believe you got the CIA. I watched Olivia Pope. You know what I'm saying? I watched the Oval. You know what I'm saying? You see how the CIA get down. So you got all this thing with no evidence. You could just say, I've been having an affair with the president. Who's gonna really believe you, girl? You needed hard evidence.
Didn't she write a book about it too? And you made a lot.
Yeah, but you needed hard evidence, and the hard evidence was on that blue dress.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, a lot of people dismissed it. I thought it was stupid that Monica would even attempt to even throw herself in that. But she got the backlash that she got from it. Last thing I want to talk about is Kaya. Kaya said a lot of stuff, and she's been getting a lot of steam. A lot of people have been reposting her, talking about Beyonce, saying it's devil worshiping music. She talked about T.S. Madison she like to call her Mandy Man whore. She talked about, different things about people. She called Beyonce the devil. I don't think it's that serious. I think she just released a dance album and y'all just really losing y'all minds.
Now, I'm going to say, I don't think she's dancing to the devil. I don't think she's dancing to, I think that she's into other stuff. Yeah.
But we don't know that. Like, how can we
I said, do I think? That's just my personal, do I think? Yeah, because I get an energy from her. And she's into, I believe, she's into other stuff. Like, to make Jay-Z grow them nappy dreads on the side and stuff like that.
People are saying that she dissed Jay-Z. There's some lyric in one of the songs saying, it must be the cash because it ain't your face. It's Church Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people are saying that was a date.
Right, because I was like, how Jay-Z feel about that lyric? That's what I was thinking. I was like,
I think maybe they joke around because Jay-Z know he ugly.
But Jay-Z said that I'm not ugly. I'm a billionaire, so I'm cute. Mm-hmm. You heard that line? Like he said, I'm a billionaire. I'm cute. And when she was on the side,
they probably joke like that in real life. You know, like Janet and Jermaine Dupri. She probably sit there and be like, "You ugly mother." You know, it's just just sitting right there.
But Jay-Z is not ugly. He is a sophisticated camel.
He's really grown. I feel like he's grown over the years. I mean, he used to be real gutter snipe, but he's still, powder. But
that's when I like them.
He don't sell powder no more. He got money. He's a businessman. He's a father. So I feel like he's grown. So we are gonna add people.
So being that she's on this kick or anything. So is Jay-Z gonna show his other kids?
They're still young. Beyonce probably don't want them.
I'm talking about his other kids.
Alleged kids.
Alleged, yeah.
Alleged kids.
But the other kids, like, cause like I don't get like
that's a rumor that's been out for years, but I'm sure those people are getting paid if there are.
They are getting paid, but I don't think it's fair, for them kids to be in hiding like that, allegedly.
But I just feel like honestly, if you really had a kid out there, they would have came up. A few people have come up and said,
No, but a lot of people came out. The girl, his daughter, the one that's allegedly his daughter, she came out. She took a DNA test, but he wouldn't take the DNA test with her. She took a DNA test, and she is related to his family members. The bloodline. She is related to his family, and I remember because if you go back to Jay-Z, I've been the ground from Jay-Z. He mentions his daughter in a couple of albums, I believe.
If he ain't talking about, he's talking about his kids with his wife.
This is before. I'm talking about. This is before Beyonce. Before he was with Beyonce. Before it was a Beyonce in the picture. If you go to Freeway album, this is what we do. How we do. Mm-hmm. It's like I got a piano man. You could call me the piano man. Like you listen to the lyrics, and the girl name is allegedly the one that's supposed to be his daughter is Tiana.
Allegedly.
But if you got to go through the lyrics because he does mention kids in some of his.
The only kids we acknowledge is Beyonce.
I don't blame Beyonce because
we don't even acknowledge Beyonce brother that Matthew Knowles had with that mistress.
With that mistress that was doing the split.
Yeah, we don't acknowledge.
We're not going to acknowledge her for the simple fact she's splitting like that.
They don't get nothing. The mistress and that child, we don't talk about them.
So you say like those kids? So you saying those kids are bastards, and
Yeah, we only discussing the main children, the main kids. That's in the picture. Do you have your quacker, Mace? Yeah, it sounds like a duck. Like, what was it? So we're gonna let people on one at a time, and we're gonna give everybody a chance to speak. We're gonna give everybody 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, that quacker gonna go off. Make sure you got that quacker handy. So we're gonna let everybody.
I'm still laughing that we're not acknowledging them bastard kids.
We're not acknowledging those kids. We're only talking about the main children. So we're gonna bring on Nola for my intervention, and then we're gonna. Hey Nola.
Hey Nola.
She might still be in the background. Nola, you there? She might be away.
The quacker is killing me.
Yeah, the quacker. We're gonna do 5 minutes and then that quacker gonna go
I took this out my kids' taboo game.
We needed something. I was at the store, but I forgot to pick up a type.
First of all, I don't appreciate you comparing me to Contessa because you are not being ambushed. Me and Mace messaged you about this intervention that we are going to have. While I understand you love Beyonce, bro, is giving obsessed. We haven't got nothing but Beyonce possessed posts all day, every day since this CD has been announced. I need you to come up for air and breathe in with me and breathe out and relax, okay?
Hey,
I need you to. I mean, I like shady. I look forward to waking up to shady posts, and your obsession with Beyonce has disrupted my morning routine. I need the shade back. Okay, you can't be shadier. You might as well change your name to Beehiver. Like, it's giving obsessed. Mace, would you like to speak your part?
I do believe that Shady was living in a honeycomb. You
I'm
live
not.
in Yes, you are living in a honeycomb because you're right, because it was disrupting my morning. So I be coming up laughing, but then I be waking up mad because somebody done said some bullshit about Beyonce. Like,
I just have to let y'all know what's going on with the album. I'm just reporting the news, and that's
You're
what.
not just reporting the album,
you reporting
though.
Beyonce news. You
You're
like you want
reporting
Beyonce.
Beyonce. And listen, I love Beyonce. It's giving obsessed. No, we're not slandering Beyonce. We're just doing an intervention for our good brother here because he has been posted nothing but Beyonce, and we want him to get back to regular life and regular
ATC.
postings because there's a lot of people who look forward to his shade in the mornings, and we have not been getting it, and we are deeply disheartened and saddened, and we don't want to see you fall down this trap.
Not fall down the trap, but yes, I will admit, since the album has dropped, all of my posts have been about or related to Beyonce. But
Yes.
you
Well,
can't
at
say that
least he's acknowledging it because
you
that's the
can't
first
say
step.
that they weren't funny. Some of them was funny.
I mean, listen, the one about Kaya was because it made me go Google the respect, RESPE.
Oh, I
And
love
I'm
that
like,
song.
girl, this the last time we saw you trying to revive your career. You should not want to do it. But I mean, she went from rapper to dragger. It is what it is. And last but not least, because I don't want y'all to have to blow the duck on me.
The
Um,
Quacker.
I
Monica
was
Lewinsky, girl, you sucked the highest in the land. Okay. I personally feel like the president should have royal BJers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a hard job to run this country and have to deal with other people all the time. So there should be at least 2 to 3 royal BJers. And so, Monica, you should have allocated for that to become a
a
position
position.
in the
Yeah.
cabinet. Because if I was president, there would definitely be hired buffet eaters all the time to relieve my stress. And with that being said, if you didn't want nobody to know, you should have kept your mouth and washed your dress, you nasty heifer. See y'all later. I'm going back to the
Thanks,
comments.
Lola, and I appreciate the intervention.
Thank you. We love you. It was out of love,
I'm gonna
not
take
out of
it. I'm gonna take
ambush.
it. Yeah, I know I've been posting a lot of Beyonce, so
It was out of love, not
and I
out of
had another one for
ambush.
tomorrow, but I'm gonna just cut it
Oh
off
God,
and.
not another
You might as well finish out the week. You might as well finish out the week. I know you want to.
Tomorrow is
No.
Basketball
After this
Wives
intervention,
Friday
it
for us.
was
Can we
Yes,
keep
after
it
this
Basketball
PG?
intervention.
Wives
That's it.
tomorrow night on Nola's channel.
Yes.
Love y'all. Back to the comments I go.
So Dad probably is
Get
not
the
gonna like me
quacker.
after
Get the
that
quacker.
because
She
I
said.
gotta do some Brandy slander on the basketball. I'm doing some Brandy slander.
So Nola didn't want to get quacked on, so we gonna go to the next person. Thanks, California cutie. Don't act like y'all don't be laughing at them posts. Don't be acting like that.
We do, but you have been going Beyonce crazy. I was like, you have.
I know I have. I know I have. So
See, I'm saying I'm glad you know it. You like,
I know I have, but I'm just waiting for her to release the tour dates so I can just go ahead and get my tickets, so I can stop, saving
prepared.
everything.
You're gonna get your whole week off. Like, I'm gonna need this whole week off.
Yeah, so I can get the time off and plan and do what I need to do. Shady, there's nothing wrong with you posting about Beyonce. Thank you. So I'm gonna also bring on the next person who is ranting. Thank you for joining us, ranting.
Hey,
First,
Rantin.
hello. First of all, you're not gonna quack me, so I'm gonna try to keep this as quick as possible because I
Nobody
refuse.
wants to be quacked.
I refuse to get quacked. My top three. I don't know if y'all saw it in the comments, but my top three off this album, Church Girl. I've been playing it all day long, even when I went with my auntie to get her
Mhm.
X-ray for her shoulder. She okay. Cozy and Plastic on the sofa. I don't know what it is about that song, but I like it. Okay,
It's
in my
very
top three.
romantic.
Kelis, Miss Girl, should you have gotten like a reach out? Yeah, but here's the thing: Beyonce keeps all like the stuff when it comes to the album close to the vest. So T.S. Madison, who actually has a writing credit on the song because she actually did something for the song, didn't even know she was doing that for Beyonce until a week or two before the album was supposed to come out. Big Frida didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
When Big Frida did what was it, Formation?
Yeah.
Big Frida didn't even know what was going on until it was about
Hey,
to come
twin.
out. So I don't want to hear it. Okay, because also Miss Kelis girl, I like you. Okay, Milkshake was my song back in the day. I got in trouble for singing that song and Kaya's song as a kid. But you don't have no writing credits on that song. The only people with writing credits on that song is the Happy Man and Chad. I don't know who Chad is, but the Happy Man and Chad are the only ones.
It's the little Korean one that be with him all the time. That looks like that looks Korean. I'm not sure if he's Korean.
I don't know that.
He's Asian.
Happy and Chad are the only two people with writing and producing credits on that song. So now she took your credits off the song. She took the Happy Man and Chad off the song. Ain't nobody making no money. So shout out to you. You finally stopped the Happy Man's bag off your back. Kaya girl, leave it alone. Cause I'm still confused how you got that wig to fit over them dreads, but it looked like a helmet. Like I'm still confused. Leave it alone. I'm not trying to read you because you go for the jugular in the sense of you do it, but it's just like, well, you probably shouldn't have said that. When I do it, it's because I meant it from my soul, not because I'm trying to be funny. I meant it. So I'm not trying to go with you, but I'm still trying to figure out how you got that wig to fit over them dreads and it looked like a helmet. Monica Lewinsky, girl, G-Eazy, a white rapper from the Bay, mentioned you 100 times in one song. Eminem mentioned you in a D12 song and his own 3 songs. Get out of my face with it. If you didn't want people to know that you was down there slobbing the knob and using them hands and using your good throat, then you shouldn't have said nothing to nobody. You said in your American little thing that was on FX, because she made her money off of that too, that she told somebody. That's how the story played out. She was running that trap, being Tammy Talk a lot, and told somebody, and that person told the rest of the world. And now Bill Clinton in trouble. You got the scarlet letter on your chest, and we don't want to hear it no more. Who else was there? Was there
we talked about Monica Lewinsky, the ableist, people saying she was ableist.
Listen. With the word spaz, different words mean different things in different places. Just like I said, the F word, and not my favorite F word, the F word that I will never say because that's not my ministry. I'm not about to do that. Even though members of my community, and I mean, the LGBTQ.
Yeah, that's right. In London, they do call loose cigarettes that.
Yeah, in London, they call loose cigarettes that. While the members of my community, because I said I know one when I see one. Okay, you all give me that energy, but I will never use it because that's not my word. I'm not going to use it. Different words mean different things. For the people in America, that is a slur. For the people over there, that is a loose cigarette. For spaz, for y'all over there, that is a slur. But for us, when I say I'm going to spaz stuff out, that means I'm about to go off on you. You might want to get out of my face. That's what that means. Or she about to go crazy on the album. I don't want to hear it. I don't think Lizzo should have changed her stuff. But people real sensitive these days. They real sensitive. Like you can't really say nothing.
We got the duck.
You got cracked.
Ugh, so disrespectful. I got to go watch Sisters.
All right, thanks for dropping by, Randy.
Thank you. See you.
Okay, and we are gonna bring in Thick Girl. Hey, Thick Girl.
Hey, Thick
Hey,
Girl.
y'all. Hey, everybody.
A Thick Girl be killing me with these damn pictures.
I'm mad about this.
I feel bad about this. This is business hard, but like I said, it is some stuff going on. This right here, and she may get up to 9 years.
No, she got up to 9 years. She got 9.5 years plus $1 million fine, which is $16,600 in American dollars. So I'm mad about that. I did a live about that one earlier. I was so pissed when I first heard that I had to go live.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Kelis, just give it up. It's over. You won. You got everybody taken off. Nobody gonna get $1 from it. Yeah. So I hope you're happy living on your farm. Go pull up a watermelon or something, or some lemons, and make some lemonade. Now that you won. Monica Lewinsky, I just want to know what she got coming out next, because this came out of the damn blue.
A book? She probably got a book somewhere. Girl, sit down.
Yeah, cause like why now? Why did you come from under the desk? Why did you empty your mouth to say some things to Beyonce?
For clout.
Go back with your full mouth and sit down somewhere.
Going back and digging up people.
She dug her own self up. You didn't even get a chance to dig her up. Like, That was the best, almost the best line in that damn song. He Monica Lewinsky'd all on my gown. Like, girl, you that made you even more
And then
famous.
on her
You should
Twitter,
be happy.
on Monica Lewinsky's Twitter, she made a joke out of it as saying that I'm a muse for music artists.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they've mentioned her. They said in over 40 rap records, she's been mentioned.
Exactly. So, girl, you just wanted a moment. That's why I'm like, what do you have coming out? Is it something coming up you want us to know about? Because this came out of the damn blue. Beyonce did not say your name in this album, so you could have left that all the way along.
Yeah.
So just let us know. Are you putting the dress up for auction? Are you putting it in the museum or something? Like, what do you have coming up that now you
I can see that dress hanging in the Gettysburg.
You think she still has the dress with the stain on it?
No, they took that for evidence. They probably took it. Did they give it back? Because they
she
did.
Probably got a couple of dresses with evidence on it.
I can see the dress hanging in the Gettysburg.
I can see the dress hanging in her closet right now.
The stain.
No, it's not hanging. You know she got that in a Ziploc bag. That's
hanging in a Ziploc bag in a case,
it's
like it's a Grammy award, like it's a Grammy or Emmy.
It's gotta stay, you know.
She got a couple of them dresses. She got a couple of dresses. She got a couple of draw pair underwears. That girl probably got a lot of things. There is times get hard enough. It's going on the auction block.
But she made money off of it. That's the thing. She wrote a book. She went on tour with the book. I remember she did a whole tour.
She had a TV show like the girl, like Rain just said. She had a whole movie about it and everything. Girl, bye.
That was a good on FX. That was really good too.
I thought
it was FX. It was a whole series. It was like a little short series, like the OJ Simpson one. They did an OJ Simpson one, and they did a Monica Lewinsky one.
And girl, bye. Everybody talked about you. Every girl, bye. The kids in school learned about you. You're in the history books. Shut the up and go sit down. I just want to know, did you want a writing credit too? Everybody else want one. Is that what you wanted?
What do you think?
Hey, Cleo.
What do you think about Kelis sample getting dropped from the album?
That's what she get. Now ain't nobody gonna get paid. She can go make her some pick her some lemons off her tree, make some lemonade, and sip it. Cause now you ain't getting no money. For real, ain't getting no money. Ain't nobody getting no money, and that's all your fault.
Do you think that Kelis may have just like snapped? Because I do believe she's probably going through a lot of stuff.
She lost her husband.
She lost her husband. Rest in peace to her husband. She lost her husband, and he
don't own anything. She just has that farm where she grows her.
Yeah, she had stomach. He had.
And that's why she should have kept her check from Beyonce.
Yeah,
she wouldn't get paid. Like, I would be mad too if I was on Beyonce's album and I was getting zero. I'd be mad.
That's what I'm saying. So she did her good deed. She got them all.
She could have, if this was a money grab, she could have definitely parlayed her being acknowledged on Beyonce's album because she didn't get paid.
Into something bigger.
Into something bigger. She could have redid the milkshake. She could have came out with Kelis milkshakes.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the farm.
Thank you. If you wouldn't have called that lady the devil and whatever else she called her, she could have worked with Beyonce. She probably could have called that into working with her. Like,
but she could have started. She has a food line. I believe Kelis has a food line. She sells food and she sells seasonings and stuff like that. She could even redid milkshake and put my milk.
What, y'all? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm going down because I'm not getting quack. I'm finished. Nope. Mason's not gonna talk and make me get no quack. I ain't getting quack.
No, I took away my 30 seconds.
So when we're talking, we're not gonna count that.
We're not gonna count that time.
Okay, I'm just making sure because I don't want the quack.
You still got 2 more.
If we're talking, we're not going.
No, because I wanted to know, like, she could have did a remix to the song. My milkshake brings all the people to the farm, and damn right, my herbs is better than yours. Damn right, she could have redid this. This could have been a new lane for her. People could have paid more attention to her farm, the herbs that she's making. She's making face creams and salves out of her herbs and stuff like this. She could have and had a whole.
Call Mace. Mace deserves a chance to write for somebody because Mace will write a song, write some lyrics in a minute like that. Mace needs to be on somebody's track.
I do think Kelis played it all the way wrong. Like, I can understand you being upset, but the way you went about it, given the fact that you know Kelis, I mean, you know Beyonce, you have familiar friends, you could have arranged a meeting with her or an audience with her team and express your concerns and how you feel. And Beyonce, I believe she would have given you something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, knowing that you wasn't gonna get paid from Pharrell and them, she would have thought about you and did something. But instead of calling her,
she would have gave you something.
Exactly.
She would have took you to McDonald's and paid for your kids to eat.
She did it to herself, and I don't feel sorry for her no more.
That's a fact. Thank you, thick girl.
Now she owe McDonald's.
Right, because she could have had Kelis milkshakes. She could have had all types of stuff because she could have been milking the cow like, ooh, my milk is fresh.
That's what I'm saying. Kelis could have hopped on the remix.
Call May. She got some ideas for you. Love y'all.
I would have hooked Kelis up.
But given the intervention that was given to me, I get it. You know, I've been posting a lot of Beyonce. So tomorrow I'm gonna do something ratchet, completely not Beyonce related, something different, because I know I have been. But I also let y'all know. But the thing about me is I knew what I was gonna do, so I let y'all know. I said, prepare to be sick of me.
Right. You warned, and you know what you're doing. Like, you acknowledged it. You wasn't a heavily. You didn't sit around and just say, You acknowledge, you know what you're saying. You're taking the proper steps to,
I knew it was gonna happen, so I just was like getting y'all ready, but I didn't know it was gonna be a whole week thing. So we're just gonna move forward. I got my intervention, and I'm listening. I hear y'all. So I'm gonna post off the ratchet, but it's something different tomorrow. So I won't talk about Beyonce for a whole day, and I'll see if I can get past that. It's baby steps.
Well, that they did say Beyonce out here putting spells on people, through the music, she done put a spell on.
She better not release. If she released the tour dates, then I'm gonna have to talk about it again. But until the tour dates come out, I'm gonna hold off. I did say that, like, I be letting y'all know ahead of time, like, prepare to be sick of me. But I thank all of y'all for joining us tonight for the review of the album. To me, it was a great album. It was a nice dance track. Very house, very ballroom. It's not going to hit everybody the same. Some people might not get it, but that's okay. But
yeah, and I just love the way she reached down and just because with T.S. Madison being on there, I think that was like such a great accomplishment. I know she's just walking around underneath her wig like, woo, yes.
That's what set Kaya off because she can't.
Yeah, because I think that's why she came so hard.
That's why she
came so hard, like
with the devil worshiping stuff, because allegedly Kaya went over T.S. Madison house when they had that interview with Monique, and she saw a bunch of stuff in her basement that she didn't like.
But what you saw in the basement that you didn't like, girl? Because somebody could say you devil worshiping with your hands.
She was shown in that basement the week before. Like, but
I don't think it was like because like, girl, somebody could say that you into different things. You know what I'm saying? Because like she said, she's a part of the Sunflower Tribe. What do you think that is? Like I'm saying, so what do you think? Just like Beyonce, like I said, Beyonce's into other stuff too. It's not to say that she's a devil worshiper or or she doesn't believe in Jesus or whatever like that. Just because you have other beliefs and other ways of living doesn't mean that you don't believe in God, or you don't believe in Jesus, or you're a devil worshiper. You know what I'm saying? Like, she likes to be near the water. I think
she probably at least had a sex dungeon down there.
Probably so, because she said she did her, her movies and stuff.
She used to do movies and,
And even on that alone, she's been, like she said herself, admittedly, that she was a prostitute. Mm-hmm. She walked the streets of Miami and she's done porn, because I've seen the way she was. I've been on bigdick.com. I've been down to bigdickbitch.com. And I have seen what I have seen. I'm going to leave that there. But for Beyonce, this shows like it don't even matter. Like, your talent and who you are overpowers everything else, because that would. Shady, come back.
I had to go to retrograde for a minute, but yes, she has come a long way. And she has her own show on We TV. I think it's on We.
Yeah, she does. With her mother. I love Miss Mary and Chi Chi. Oh my God, they are so like that's just a show herself. Her mother is just a show herself. I love Miss Mary, and also she has her show on Fox Soul. and she has her. She going back to doing her Maddie in the Morning on YouTube. It's a lot going on for Madison, and I really, applaud Beyonce for reaching back and putting her on the album.
And she must really like Big Frida because this is the second album that.
Well, who doesn't like Big Frida? I love Big Frida. Frida just feels like an auntie that you don't like. Your long lost auntie, like you just want to put your head on her bosom. Like,
I think realistically, I think Big Frida could be like a really good hype man for the tour. Like, if you really want a hype person, like that's gonna get everybody jumping to your music, I think that Big Frida would be good to bring on the tour. Just to get everybody jumping. I already discussed it. Like, I'm gonna get this out because the intervention, and I can't talk about it tomorrow. But I want to talk about it.
Kelis messed up. Kelis could have been on tour. She'd have came out and could have said "fa la 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 la" and just ran off the stage.
And she's good for bringing people back on the stage or doing
right. I think she should really bring up Robin S. because I'm a big fan of Robin S. Like, I love Robin S.
Old. She's old now.
No, but don't say that because she still got it. You can show her love.
She was in the grocery store with her flip flops when she heard the song.
But she'll clean it up for Beyonce.
The rollers in the head, and she was in Piggly Wiggly, and she found out she was going to be on the album.
But Robin S, I'm telling you, Robin S could clean it up because the people don't know about Robin S. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was the shiz naive. Like, Robin S, like, she was that girl, and especially in that house music realm.
But let's talk about how the Beyonce haters have come out of the woodwork. I'm not saying Nola, but I'm just saying. The people who don't like Beyonce have really been showing their hand this past week. Y'all really be in the comments saying all this stuff. It's just interesting to me.
And did you hear even Teflar? Teflar's brand has expanded and went up 101 points since Beyonce has mentioned them.
Normani and Meg and Beyonce. We could do Beyonce by herself. Normani could probably go with Doja Cat now, but Beyonce gonna be by herself.
Is that one that sang that song with Cardi B?
Yeah,
the one that had Tiana.
That song with Aaliyah's song.
Yeah, the one that had Tiana Taylor feeling on her.
Where she was doing this to herself in the video.
Yeah,
yeah. That one, the one that she was doing too much in, trying to be sexy.
Yeah, I don't want Beyonce anywhere near her.
The same thing.
I don't want Beyonce should not even be anywhere in the room with her.
Beyonce is in a league of her own.
Right, she should not even be in the room with that girl.
If you like her, you don't like her. She's in a league of her own. She's gonna set the trend. She's gonna get people talking. You have people copying her like Normani, doing this to herself on stage. Chloe, who always got to be naked every time she perform or every time she go outside.
That girl just irks my soul. I don't know why. That little girl.
The music not even that good, Chloe, for you to be doing all of that. If the music was good, I wouldn't say nothing.
Pop it like I do. Pop it like I do.
I hate that song.
And then they would say that she was the next Beyonce. I'm in the realm of Matthew Knowles. Matthew Knowles was like, what? Mm-hmm. They said, what? She could never.
He could go up for Beyonce, but Beyonce has yet to acknowledge his son.
Yeah, but Chloe is definitely not the next Beyonce.
Huh?
I said Chloe is definitely not the next Beyonce.
She's not, but I think she's trying to be. But if you're gonna be the Beyonce, you're gonna go the Beyonce route. You do have to have a little bit of class. A little bit of class goes a long way. You can still be raunchy and everything, but every time you come out, I shouldn't be able to see your whole body.
Yeah, but and it's something like stars, like some stars are born. Certain people are born. Like Beyonce she has the it factor. Like Michael Jackson had the it factor. Like he was born amongst talented family members. Like you had a whole bunch of family members that was equally as talented.
But he had to be he was gonna get a whooping. He was gonna get
a whooping. But he had the it factor. But I'm saying, but he had it. Like some people have it and some people don't. Like some people can walk in a room and your eyes are just drawn to that person. They don't even have to have one of the best clothes or the best things, or they don't even have to be extremely pretty. They don't have to be like, but they have that it factor that bring. And Beyonce is one of them people that has that it factor, and it only comes around, a few times. Like, so all these Normani, well, I wouldn't even put her in the category. Like,
yeah, like Normani.
All these Chloes and stuff like that. We haven't seen the next Beyonce or the next really big it girl yet.
Beyonce's still at the top. Like when she gets to where Nicki is, where she's at the decline of her career, then we can start looking for the next Supreme. But right now,
she is the Supreme. Like, period. She's probably the Supreme in both ways. She's probably the Supreme in her coven, and she's the Supreme of music.
Alleged.
Alleged coven.
I want to thank Aliyah for joining us tonight. Cheryl Ranting, thank you for coming on Just Simply. Nola for the intervention. I'm gonna do better. Ray.
So Deb,
CC,
my gym twin, Princess, CC.
And for Aliyah who missed the earlier part, please catch the replay. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We are going to be on Nola's page tomorrow for the Big Basketball Wives review, and we're going to talk about, speaking of demons, we're going to talk about Jackie and her demons.
And I'm coming for Brandy because I do not like the way she acted.
I understand the way she acted. We don't have to agree, but I understand.
No, I understand, but I don't think she should have acted that way. I think she should have, and I understand she has her feelings or whatever like that, but you respect other people's beliefs. Like you could have just.
But you wouldn't want to piss off a witch, though.
I'd have been like, I don't.
I'd be like,
people are born into something that they don't even have any control over. Like they don't have any control over. Like you born some ways or some things that you don't have control over. Like I don't like a lot of certain things, but I'm not going to act that way. Oh my God, I'm going to just walk away. I would have just turned around like, Jackie, I'm not into this. This is not my ministry. Bye. You understand what I'm saying? But for you to stand there, this is such a, oh my God. Was you saying that when that man was cheating on you, probably giving you all types of diseases, allegedly? You probably should have called the witch, and the witch would have had him in his place where he would have been swinging that all over the place. You probably needed a witch.
Yeah, y'all see me post Nicki Minaj twerking on my page and how dry and
that twerk of dust
thing was, and how it wasn't moving, and it was just set in one place, and it was given nursery home.
It was given wintergreen alcohol and big
Ensure, Metamucil. It wasn't given what it was supposed to give, y'all.
I have osteoporosis.
Thank you, Princess. We try.
Thank you.
And we love you too, Nola. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about
we love Nola.
Thank you so, Deb and Cece, for being here as well. And make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Share our videos with all of your friends. And we will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be safe.
Yes, good night.
Hey guys, hope you're having a good time. By the way, don't forget, hit that like button. And if you're liking, you might as well subscribe. And drop a comment below. Come on guys, let's get into it.